They call me crazy cause I'm facing all my giants. They try to scare me into thinking I can fight it. They tell me I should never even think of trying. But that's just me, I'm gonna live out in defiance.
We are live.
Awesome. Hey, everybody, welcome. We were running just a couple of minutes late here. That is my fault. I'm trying to do extra dad duty. Mom is sick. Grandma just came over. We're running just a couple of minutes behind. But thank you for all being here. I appreciate this. I know a lot of people are going to be watching the replay. The co-host here, Mr. Big Jason, he helped me put together some questions. And I got to tell you, we got some really good questions all around YouTube. I mean, at the end of the day, people are really seeing more and more every single day. Facebook can be expensive. Having Facebook be your only channel can be extremely expensive to your business, especially if you get a random Facebook ad account shutdown. Well, I'll tell you what, over on YouTube, it's pretty rare to get ad account shutdowns. Can an ad account shutdown happen on YouTube? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you do the absolutely wrong thing, but the ban hammer does not strike as hard over on YouTube. Now, keep in mind, YouTube's going to be a little bit more expensive. And the reason is because, well, people are searching. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been in this online marketing game for about 15 years. A way that we've built three-fourths of our business is actually on YouTube. And probably a lot of you have as well, too, right? Like, so for example, like even setting up some of these webcams and understanding how to stream, I wanted to learn a little bit more about it. Where did I go to learn something? Well, I went over to YouTube. When I want to learn something, I'm not going over to Facebook. If I want to use, I'm not going to use Facebook as a search engine. Facebook tried to do that a long time ago and it didn't really work. But if I want to find a solution to something, I'm going over to YouTube. If I want to research something more, like what are the best webcams, or Big Jason and I were talking right before this, my headset's kind of pinging. I really want to improve my audio. Where would I go if I wanted to learn how to improve my audio on a Facebook Live? I'm going to go over to YouTube. I'm not going to go over to Facebook. I'm going to go to YouTube. So the mindset of someone over on YouTube is going to be completely different than that is Facebook. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people who like to dive in and watch a bunch of cat videos on YouTube. But a lot of times what ends up happening is something along the following, where myself, for example, who's interested in advertising, but I want to look up what kind of headset should I be using? What kind of audio should I be using to do these types of lives? Well, I'm going to go ahead and type that into YouTube. That's going to lead me to a video that's going to give me some headset recommendations. Then I'm going to dive down and probably see a suggested video about like the little lapel mics. And then I'm going to see about like an audio bar. And I'm going to kind of keep on going down the rabbit hole, discovering new types of videos and solutions. I'm in a discovery mode at that point, right? I am searching to make some type of purchasing decision. I just need some recommendations. And I'm going down that rabbit hole from one video to another, to learn. Well, this is a great spot to put ads. I mean, over on Facebook, I'm just kind of sitting over on Facebook, quite honestly, when I'm inside the bathroom, just kind of scrolling through my phone, seeing there's something to do, right? I'm just going to look in there to pass time. So YouTube's going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's going to be so much more valuable to your business. In fact, there's a lot of people that I know now who are focusing exclusively on YouTube for acquisition. What they're doing is they're finding a cold market inside of YouTube using YouTube's tools. And well, it's a little bit more expensive, but they're retargeting on all the other ad platforms. I do believe that there is almost a better customer over on YouTube. I almost believe that YouTube could beat Facebook 9 out of 10 times once set up and done right. The problem is sometimes it can just be a little complicated to set up. Now, at the end of the day, Facebook and YouTube are looking for one main thing from you: ad creative. A lot of people are saying, well, Curt, wait a minute, there's YouTube, and I'm going to get into this because this is a great question. Hey, Curt, on YouTube, they're taking away some of the targeting. Absolutely. On Facebook, they're taking away some of the targeting. Well, how are we going to combat when Facebook and Google take away that targeting? It is really to have better creatives. And in those creatives, to make sure that we're pre-qualifying for our audience. Truth be told, wide open targeting on Facebook's working really well right now. You have to have good ad creatives to pre-qualify people. Truth be told, there's a lot of open wide targeting being done on YouTube right now. People are seeing great results, but you have to dial in the creative. Otherwise, you could spend a lot of money unnecessarily. So I'm going to jump into the questions here in just a little bit. I absolutely love YouTube. You're going to see in 2023 that we are advertising a lot more on YouTube. Quite honestly, it's because it's just a different type of customer. It's a customer in a discovery process. we want to be part of that discovery process, and you can absolutely run the belt method on YouTube. So I'm going to jump in right here. And Jason, please, just like yesterday, thank you for all your help in co-hosting this thing. At any time, feel free to interrupt me. I don't, let's see here. I'm going to see let me change the camera over
Yeah,
on
guys,
this side.
if you have any questions, fire away.
All right. First question. So how do I get around the fact that I can't use keyword for targeting? That's great. Lookalike audiences can run still really well, or similar audiences over on YouTube. The other thing we like to do is we like to actually go underneath intent. So we like to set up these custom audiences where we can find people who have visited other sites or visit other type of interest. What's going to happen is YouTube is really focused on creating. So just because they're taking away keywords, don't fret. What's going to happen is it's going to cost a little bit more money, and you're going to have a little bit more open, wide targeting, but it's all going to be based off of your creative. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go up and I'm going to set up individual audiences, and what I'm going to do is I am going to search for actually. Hey Jason, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to log into my Google ad account just to show people here real quick, kind of the difference here. So just give me just a minute while I type this on in.
We can do that.
Google. I heard that we can share some screens. I want to make sure that I'm using the right words.
Is this about making money?
This is all about making money. Well, that's interesting. I'm actually just going to show my screen as I log right on in. Give me just a moment to get back to share screen. It's interesting, Big Jason, because what I just did is I just Googled Google Ads, right? And it actually led me to this. This is an old client that I used to work with. And it shows me all my stats and impressions just right in my just Googling it, which is really interesting. Memory Expert we work with lists our campaigns in here. Oh, that's very, very, very interesting. Okay, so that is not the summary that I'm looking for. Let's dive right on in here. I'm going to stop the screen for just a second because I'm going to have to go through 4 different other screens. That's not going to really make much sense to you on your side.
Okay.
Just a moment here. All right. Should allow me to sign in from my side again. You're not going to see this on your side of things. Yep. I always love how Facebook and Google change things because they're like, we're going to make it so much easier on people using this. Well, we're already used to using it this way. Now it makes it even more confusing. So let me dive right on in here in just a second. The page is loading. I'll pull it up here in just a moment once it's done loading. Take a big old swig of coffee. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen here in just a second. Let's give me just a small bit. Yep.
They should go ahead and subscribe and like this video because you're going to be doing more stuff on YouTube, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. One of the things that you have helped talk me into is doing some more additional content. I love this streaming over on the YouTubes. Absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, wow. What do you know? Similar audiences are also going away in 2023. Wasn't familiar with that. I was more familiar with the keyword. So, all right. So let's go ahead and take a look at audiences. So I am inside Audience Manager, and Audience Manager essentially is underneath side. If you don't know this already, tools. We're going to go right into Audience Manager. That's going to go ahead and get over our audiences that we can start creating. There we go. I'm going to hit this little plus button right here. Okay, so custom segments. So essentially this is going to be all of our retargeting stuff, right? So custom segments is going to be all of our, hang on one second here. Actually, let's create a new segment. Okay. I misspoke on that. So we have retargeting set up, which is going to be a part of the customer segment. So we have your data right here. YouTube changes just a little bit on me. So this is my data. So your data, so I'm going to retarget people. But how do we target people in acquisition? Custom segments, I'm going to go ahead and hit new segment. When I type in new segment, people with any of these interest or purchase intentions, or people who searched any of these terms over on Google. What I'm going to do is you can either use search terms, or you can also target people based on URLs. So what I personally like to do is I like to do a bunch of research. So for example, let's say that I want to target people who are running Facebook ads. Well, I put the link for Facebook Ads Manager right in here, for example. I may use something like what's the other ad network that people would run? Not Adzula. I mean, I guess Adzula is one of them. Massimo runs this. Let me think about this here for a second. Actually, let's just do this real time. Right? Let's just do this. Facebook ad tools. All right. So number one tool for Facebook, simplify your ad management smartly. That is absolutely a URL that I would put in here. I want to find people who are visiting websites similar to this. Now, you're not targeting this website exactly. SKAI.io. I want to target that site. RevealBot. I want to target that site. So what I'm going to do, 9 remarkable Facebook ad tools to save you time and money. These are all going to be really great links. Let's take a look. Social Pilot. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build out audiences based off of URLs. And you can also do people that use this different type of apps. So for example, I know that as you get to know Big Dish a little bit more, he has a huge client over in the golf space. There's a lot of people who are on their phones wanting to follow golf. They want to improve their strokes. You can actually, weight loss is really great for this as well if you want to target specific people who are taking certain actions. So let me give you another perfect example. Right now, my girlfriend and I, with our brand new baby, you got to feed the baby every 2 to 3 hours. You got to keep track of it. It becomes this big long list. You can keep it in a book. There's a lot of apps out there that allow you to track the feeding time for babies. Well, if you want to advertise to someone who's recently just had a baby, those apps would be great. Again, you're not targeting the app, you're targeting it similar to people who go to see that type of app or URL. I like the URLs, I like the apps. Again, really for me is what I'm going to do depending on my avatar. I'm just going to do some Google searches, some of the top Google results and people who are running consistent ads. I'm going to jump in and I'm going to put those URLs into this audience builder right here. And we are going to start rocking and rolling. So let's see here. So for example, let's see here, Facebook ads. Why is that not? There we go. So keywords are going away, but some of these custom segments I think are going to make a huge difference. Truth be told, there's a lot of people who are doing open wide targeting right now, just putting the age demographic, household income, and using their video to qualify people within $200 to $300. Many times what's going to happen on YouTube is you're going to be starting ads at $100 a day, not $5 a day, not just $10 a day. You're going to be doing $100 a day because you're really trying to hit that algorithm. You may have to spend $200 or $300 or $400 before you can see if a campaign's actually working or not. 90% of your ad is all going to come down to the creative and a lot less on targeting. It used to be all about having the perfect targeting and your ad could be okay. Well, a lot of that targeting is going away on both, of course, Facebook and YouTube. So it's all going to be down to the creative. So I hope that helps and give you some different ideas of how to create some segments. And I can do some additional trainings on that later to dive right on in for the FYTE Club as well. Let's see here. What else do we have? How do I get successful campaigns to scale? Really great question. So, well, one of the things that we do, let me pull up right here. How do we get a campaign to scale? Here's what we're going to do. Kind of the same way that we do over on Facebook. We're going to run that 3-day rule, sometimes 4-day rule. So if my cost per acquisition is $10, I'm going to test $30 a day, 3x. Sometimes I'm going to test 5x because it's on YouTube and I need to get more data than what Facebook does. So if my leads are $10, that's my goal. I may test up to $50 a day for 3 days. Now, the big difference with YouTube versus Facebook, with YouTube, if I am spending $50 a day for 3 days and I am seeing that my leads are coming in at $7.50, well below that $10 goal, I can actually take my ads and turn it up to $100, $500, even $1,000 pretty quickly. Now, we do take a little time to scale ads, but nowhere close to what Facebook is. You know, with Facebook, many times, if you're spending $50 a day and you jump it up to $100 a day, okay, that can work. If you jump up to $500 a day right away, sometimes it just seems like Facebook just goes off the rails, not YouTube. Once YouTube within 3 days has really latched on and you're getting your right CPA, you can just crank up that spend. Now, the other thing to know over on YouTube as well is if it's not working after 3 days, it's not going to typically get better. right? On Facebook, there's a lot of times where people will be running ads and like, okay, I tweaked a couple of things. My ad's running, and then 3, 4, 5 days later, it starts to get a little bit better. You start to see performance come up over on Facebook. 6, 7, 8 days kind of plans out, and then it kind of tanks over on Facebook. It's almost kind of like sometimes is riding that roller coaster, riding that wave on Facebook. Well, with YouTube, it's kind of take or leave it. So if you start to see good stats on YouTube, you can crank up the volume on YouTube really quickly. But if you're running ads for 3 or 4 days over on YouTube and you're not getting any results whatsoever, it's not going to get better. You really have to take a look. Are people paying attention and watching your video? One of the best metrics that we like to use is percentage watch. Are people watching at least 25% of your video? So this is all going to be about what you cannot do on Facebook, calling people out on your direct hook for YouTube. So for example, we may have a video over on Facebook and we may have a video that talks about how to lower your overall ad cost. Well, that general video can work in lots of different segments. Over on YouTube, though, what you can actually do is you can record that core video where we're going to talk about lowering cost. And what you do is you add intros onto the videos. You would add multiple introductions to the same video to create multiple videos. So literally over on YouTube, you can say, hey, are you a Facebook ad agency owner? If so, pay attention to this video. And then it cuts into the main video. Hey, are you an outsourcer right now or a freelancer running Facebook ads? Cut that into the video because you're changing a different target. Or you may say, are you brand new to running Facebook ads? Do you want to learn Facebook ads? That is targeting specific beginners. Latch it right on into your video. You can call out the people that you're targeting over on YouTube that you cannot over on Facebook. And that's going to get people to watch your video even longer. I'll give you this one other tip. The videos that we see working best right now are about 2.5 to 3 minute videos on Facebook, or on YouTube. Yes, there are videos that are 5, 10, 15 minutes long. They're working great. But the game-buster results for us typically fall between 2 minutes and 15 seconds and 2 minutes and 30 seconds to run that for a YouTube ad. So we dive back into this question over here. Great question. We talked about how to scale. So do we need ad creative specific to YouTube, or can we repurpose Facebook and Instagram ads? So the thing is quite honestly, you're going to want to go ahead and recreate your ads for YouTube. The reason being is it's just a completely different format, right? And we talked about before, Facebook's is disruptional marketing, right? You're going to get people with different types of hooks or kind of dancing around a camera, whatever. With YouTube, people are looking and diving down that research YouTube. What's the best way to say this? People are diving down that path, that educational path with YouTube. So your videos are going to have to be structured differently on YouTube. I'm going to want to call out the type of person that I'm targeting. I'm going to want to talk about a hook really quickly to get people to watch. And I'm going to pay much more attention to my watch time over on YouTube than I am over on Facebook. The ultimate goal is I want to make sure my percentage watch is over 25%. Now, there are some people who take their videos like testimonials, put them over on YouTube for middle of the funnel retargeting. So if you want to retarget like a hot 28 over on YouTube and you want to use some of your Facebook videos like testimonials, great. But top funnel acquisition strategy, almost 99% of the time, you're going to have to make specific videos talking to your avatar for YouTube and not just repurpose and use a video right off of Facebook. Again, I like to use some Facebook videos in my middle of funnel, but acquisition top of funnel strategy, you have to be really specific on your video content. Is there a best way to get more organic views with YouTube marketing? One of the things that I love to do, for example, let me share my screen here in just a second. I love to use TubeBuddy. Let me pull this up and then I'll share my screen. I like using something called TubeBuddy. Usually I have a link here for it, but all right. Pull this up right here. Okay, and let me go ahead and share my screen. There we go. I like using TubeBuddy to optimize my YouTube channel. It's going to give me lots of different ways to optimize. Love it, love it, love it, love it. You can check it out right here, TubeBuddy/pricing if you want to. But let's take a look at my YouTube. So here is my TubeBuddy right here. It's just a little plugin that ends up happening. I'm going to click right here. It's going to pull up. All right. This is going to be a dashboard. It's going to give me videos and live streams and ideas for thumbnails. There's training in here on how to make the whole thing work. But here's what I'm looking for on two things. So let's take a look at this video here real quick. All right. So let's see here. My TubeBuddy should turn on as long as I'm logged into it. Just a moment. Let me double check. It's loading right here. Give just a moment. And notice right here, this video right here, 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Just like I said, we're looking for 2 minutes and 15 seconds, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Look at my video links. This is from TubeBuddy. So this is an ad, but how it went from obese to 8% body fat, it's going to give me how many total views they have, comments, likes. It's also going to give me some of the best practices that they've adhered to. High resolution thumbnail, information card added. TubeBuddy is going to help you tag this up. And here's all the different tags that they're using, for example. So TubeBuddy is actually going to help you in a lot of different ways. So let me just actually show you. Let's just upload a quick video just to show you an example of how TubeBuddy works for me. This is how it really can. So organically, you want to be posting on a regular basis. You want to be posting on a theme on a regular basis. This could be once a week. This could be twice a week. Usually multiple times a week is going to be much better for you, especially if you're doing something consistent. Let's just go ahead and upload. I'm just going to grab a file here real quick, just a random one. Let's see. I just recorded for FYTE Club for video sales letter. Just recorded that. Jason, I got that done right before this call. Still in TubeBuddy. Find the TubeBuddy menu there. My upload speed kind of sucks here in the apartment, so hang on 1 second. It'll upload here in just a second. So we got the feature tool. It's going to let you know the most popular all new products. See some keyword stuff. Come on. Okay, I'm going to try. It's trying to load too many things at once, so I'm going to go ahead and close this off. You can walk through it on your own. So here's what's going to happen. All right. So this is based off a recent video that I just uploaded. TubeBuddy's going to give you a whole bunch of different suggestions for your video as well too, and keywords. You can rank you on keyword score, relevance. You can do a keyword explorer. It'll help you even make a thumbnail for your video. If you don't know what, let's see here, Facebook ads. There we go. If you don't know what you're doing with YouTube and you just need help setting up the keywords, understanding kind of what's important, go here. See, try clicking keyword related panel. It's going to tell you how many people are actually searching for this, what's relevant. It's going to show you over on YouTube what kind of interest it's had in the last 30 days. See, you can see some of the, let's see here. Let's just go here. Type on these two right now. Take a look what's been popular over at Google. I can look at different YouTube topics. So there's a lot that I use TubeBuddy for, not only to help me tag my videos, but to help me get my thumbnails, but to give me some also creative other ideas. I love TubeBuddy. So make sure you check out TubeBuddy. If you want to do more organic videos, it's posting on a regular basis. You're probably going to see over on YouTube for the first 2, 3, 4, 5 months. You may have very little traction until it takes that one video to just kind of take off. Now, there are some strategies to get a whole bunch of people to your very first video on your site. You can run some paid traffic. It really all comes down to knowing your market, creating content that your market wants to see, posting that content on a regular basis. But you're also going to have to leverage thumbnails. You're going to have to leverage keywords. Some of the best trainings you're going to see actually for free inside of TubeBuddy. So I highly suggest that you check out TubeBuddy. Now, again, you can use TubeBuddy for both organic ideas and for paid ideas as well too. But it's something that I use all the time and absolutely love it. Another question that we had here too, and is YouTube Shorts a thing, and can you just repurpose Reels? Well, TikTok is just crushing it right now. The best thing about TikTok is the overall algorithm. The reason is because TikTok find content that you believe is relevant to yourself that you didn't even know that's out there. So let me give you a perfect example. Big Jason, you're going to laugh at me, but I'm scrolling through TikTok, scrolling. All of a sudden, there's some guy from Wisconsin on a cow farm talking about how he treats his cows and how they make cheese. My mother grew up on a farm. It's kind of interesting to watch it. For me, it's kind of relaxing. It kind of reminds me of my Nebraska roots. I don't know why, but I could watch that guy all day long. I would never search on TikTok for dairy farm, how to make cheese, Wisconsin, but it pulled up. I like the personality of the guy. I watched 2 or 3 videos. Now I see more and more of his content. And I actually really enjoy the content. But again, TikTok was really good at finding me to find content I don't even know that I liked yet. Facebook can't do that yet. Facebook's really good about friends and family and friends of friends and what are your friends doing or influencers. Facebook's trying to figure out how do you want to see this brand new type of content. So on TikTok, I love TikTok because TikTok's designed to help go out and find brand new cold audience for you. Over on Facebook, doesn't really work that way. Well, Facebook is really leaning into reels and they're trying to make reels like TikTok. So these 1 minute short videos. Well, the short form on TikTok has just taken off like wildfire. The short form on reels on Facebook has also just taken off on wildfire. Facebook's investing a lot of money into reels because, again, they want reels to go out and find that new audience. Well, YouTube just can't be left standing there. So YouTube a while back ago created YouTube Shorts. These are 1 minute videos, just like Reels, just like TikTok. Now, what you want to do is when you create a 1 minute video. So if you create a 1 minute reel for TikTok, you create the video, right? You get it on your phone, you upload it on your phone through the TikTok app, for example, make any edits through the TikTok app. TikTok loves that you are editing the video, uploading it on their platform using their video editor. Now, if you download that TikTok video and you upload that TikTok video to YouTube, or you upload that TikTok video over to Facebook, there's typically going to be a watermark from TikTok. Facebook and YouTube are actually looking for that. Many times, your reach is decreased if that TikTok watermark is on that video. So many times, what I suggest to people is, can you reposition some of the same videos? It's a 1 minute video on a TikTok and a YouTube short. Absolutely, yes. But here's the caveat. What I like to do is I like to get my video pretty much edited on my computer. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to airdrop it to my phone. Now that I have it on my phone, I'm going to upload that video directly to the TikTok app. I'm going to use the TikTok app to edit 1 or 2 things, like put a caption on there, put a little cheesy sticker on there, because TikTok likes it when you use their editing platform. Then I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same video file, that file that I had edited, that I airdropped over to my phone. I'm now going to go ahead on my phone and I'm going to upload it as a YouTube short. If possible, I'm going to see if I can add any other text, I can add anything else, because I want to show YouTube that I'm using their platform to edit the video and then upload the video. So I do not create a TikTok video, upload it to TikTok, download from TikTok, and then put that video on Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to create a 1 minute video that I will upload through TikTok and edit. I will then take that same video, upload it through Facebook Reels, edit it from on that Facebook format, and I'm going to do the exact same thing over in YouTube. I'm going to take that video, upload it from YouTube, make any small edits to it so YouTube believes that I'm using their interface. So you're going to have to position the videos just a little bit differently. But yes, this 1 minute video has been taking the world by storm. Unequivocally something you should be leaning into and spending a bunch of your time on. Absolutely. Just someone else that mentioned here, hey, they're going to listen on in to get some tips from YouTube. Hope you are here, or you can always see the recording. What traffic do you believe gives better return? It all depends on your marketing. Again, YouTube traffic is just going to be a little bit different than Facebook. Facebook is absolutely interruption marketing. We talk about it all the time. YouTube, people are searching for that discovery. So, for example, if I am looking for an audio headset to make my audio better, and I'm diving down that YouTube rabbit hole, and I'm looking for one thing and another, and all of a sudden an ad pops up that talks about the solution to have really clear audio, and they're going to give me a 25% discount if I act right now. That's the perfect video for me. I'm in this discovery phase that I want to buy something. I don't know what to do. I'm watching all these tutorial videos, and all of a sudden this ad comes up related to what I'm searching. That's much more higher intent than what you're going to find over on Facebook. In my opinion, in 2023, if you do nothing else, it's to really lean into the Facebook out. It's really to lean into the YouTube algorithm. Find out what some kind of organic videos are working for you, and start to really take a look at your top of funnel targeting over on YouTube. Like, cutting your teeth over on TikTok for these short videos is really great. These short videos are going to play out over on Facebook and especially over on YouTube. So definitely get involved in YouTube and YouTube Shorts if you have not done that already. Does YouTube traffic work? Unequivocally, yes. Now, can you use YouTube Shorts as an ad? Yes, you can. So right now, you're not able to, until 2023, you're not able to advertise on someone else's short, right? That's actually something going away. So keywords is going away from YouTube. Similar audiences is going away from YouTube. You're also able on YouTube to target individual videos on YouTube or the ad channel. That is also going away on YouTube. So again, lots of targeting to go away, which just means that we have to focus more and more on creative. So right now, you are not allowed to advertise on someone else's short, on a YouTube short. There's no advertisements being run there now, but you can absolutely run your short as an ad. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, so how do you separate your YouTube campaigns for e-commerce and under what structure? Do you rely on PMX? If so, how do you utilize the PMX setup? Truth be told, this is something that we are still testing. PMX is giving us various results for different clients. Some clients, we have to dump a ton of money into it before we start seeing any results from PMX. Very rarely do we just dump a little bit of money in before we start to see results. So we're still trying to kind of figure out what the best structure is. I'm going to kind of put that question on pause. It's a brilliant question. So how do you separate your YouTube campaigns over for e-commerce? A lot of times what we do over on e-commerce is we do a lot of testimonials, user-generated content, middle of the funnel, lots of YouTube shopping. We're still trying to figure out the exact structure for the YouTube versus PMAX. I'm going to keep you posted on that. That's a brilliant question. We are still testing. I like to give you answers of exactly the stuff that we have been testing. That's something I still need to test more of. Is long form high production value always needed to get traction on the platform? No. Truth be told, one of the secrets that Nick and I have been working on, we've been doing some affiliate marketing to test out lots of different offers, is actually creating 2 to 2.5 minute videos with some B-roll in the background. So B-roll would be like, and it's dark, stormy night. You would see an image or a small video of a dark night over a neighborhood or something like that. We're essentially, there's a software out there that we've been using, and I'm still testing on it some more, but we've gotten some really good early results. I'll let you know what some of the software is later. But essentially what we've been doing is actually taking some of this B-roll, where we'll use one sentence, we'll find a video that matches that one sentence, and that sentence is actually not read by myself. It's not read by Nick. It's not even read by a voice actor. It's actually a computer animated voice. We're going to find this video clip. It's going to read this computer animated voice for one sentence. Then next, we're going to find a video clip, computer animated voice, another video clip to add up to a 2-minute, 15-second, 2-minute, 30, 2-minute, 45 video that literally is all these different images communicating emotion, but the voice that you hear is an automated computer voice. Now, a lot of people have said, and I've even sent this over to my brother, who also owns an ad agency, and my brother's like, who uses this computer voice? Well, quite honestly, a lot of affiliates are right now, and they're absolutely crushing it over on YouTube. Absolutely crushing. So do you have to have high-end production value? No. But can you just shoot just a YouTube video in your bedroom with no editing? You're probably going to need just a little bit of editing, but there's so much editing software out there, it can help a ton. Believe it or not, the best videos out there right now is just storyline videos. These are videos that have images that are backdrops. So for example, over on Canva, you can get lots of B-roll videos that help convey different emotions. And from there, literally just a computer animated voice for a voiceover can be all you need to rock and roll your ads. Now, I have a friend right now who's making over $100,000 a month net running YouTube videos just with a computer animated voice. Nothing else, high click-through rate, and absolutely just crushing it. So great question.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, totally. I sent it to my brother, and my brother's like, no one listens to this computer automation. And I'm like, what about my buddy who's netting $100,000 a month using just these videos? He's never hired a voice actor. My brother's like, I'm proven wrong. Yeah, you'd be. I mean, now Big Jason.
Amazing, Curt. I love it. I want to do that
Now
too.
it's not. Now it's not like that computer voice. If you've ever spent any time on TikTok at all, you'll find these videos with these images that say like the top 3 things to discover when going on vacation in Europe. And it's read by this computer voice. Or what a lot of people are doing right now, which is really quite interesting, Big Jason, especially when people right now are getting paid for content by just releasing a bunch of videos like on TikTok, especially Facebook and Instagram and Reels. is people of Reddit. Like that's one TikTok or Facebook channel as well too. People of Reddit, and what happens is they'll find a good Reddit stream, and it'll be like what is it? Am I the AIMA? Am I the asshole? Right, and it says something like one of the scariest things that ever happened to my family was, and what people will do is they'll put a picture in the background. They'll put the Reddit post, like where it reads just a sentence at a time, and it's a computer automated voice because these posts are so popular over on Reddit. Just getting a computer animated voice to read some of the highlights of the post in a minute-long video doesn't need any human interaction whatsoever. It has to have a human voice. Doesn't have to any new popular content. This is regurgitated content just put up in a different form that people are doing really, really, really well on. I know people who are using Reddit forums from 5 to 7 years ago with some interesting topics, like what's the craziest thing that you've done outside of work? Or what's the craziest thing you've done while clocked in at work? And they may have 3 different stories that they pulled from this Reddit that a computer animated voice just reads. It's fun, interesting content. So computer animated voices can go a long way. There's lots of options out there for them today. Actually,
Well,
let me see. I
th-
believe I have.
that's
Go
pretty
ahead.
valuable because I'm one of the people that would assume like, oh, that's stupid. That's probably doesn't work. Why are they using, why aren't they using a real voice? They're not even on camera. What's the point?
Absolutely. Absolutely. People say this all the time, and it's like you would absolutely be surprised on how many. Let's see here. I had just grabbed an example here the other day. Let me see if I can pull this up. Oh, if I'm not able to find it here, we may have to skip over this. Where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where? I'll have to find this here in just a little bit. But yeah, there's a couple of different places that we use to get these computer animated voices, but I think you'd be pleasantly surprised that they actually do. They work just absolutely like gangbusters.
Yeah, I've seen the
All
same thing
right.
with
Go
I've
ahead.
seen the same thing with the emails. People see an email and they think it's well written, and they think it just must crush. Not necessarily. And then, man, I've been doing email for 26 years. But if you saw some of my ancient 90s emails, they made a ton of money. But if you're just gonna look at them from a copy perspective, you're like, holy crap, that's horrible. But
Yeah,
they said the right things in simple terms that people could understand, and that was good enough.
absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes the ugliest thing wins the best contest, and that's what I love about this ad game. So does the belt work over on YouTube? Absolutely. You're looking for an acquisition strategy, top of funnel, middle of funnel. You're just hitting you're just hitting people multiple different times, different types of content. Absolutely works middle of funnel, and of course bottom of funnel, where someone clicks specifically on an offer, and we want to retarget that people about that specific offer over the next couple of days. So the belt method absolutely works on YouTube as well too. So the people that have seen my belt videos are not necessarily translating into opting into the free blueprint or quiz. Congruency is because the topic is all about jazz improvisation. So the biggest question is the market research that comes down to the offer. That's probably, and I mean, Big Jason, you can correct me if I'm wrong in this. You work with some of the world's top copywriters. Having great copy is great, but if you're marketing something to the masses that the masses aren't necessarily ready for, you may have issues. Well, you're going to have issues with congruency and conversions. So one
Correct.
of the things is what we're looking for is for your content to be congruent with your offer, but to really research and to make sure that people really want your offer. So Big Jason, I'd love to ask you this. How do you know when you're working with a client that their offer is actually legitimate for the market, meaning that the market is interested in their offer versus just the program creator having a great idea? How do you know if your client's on track with a good marketable offer?
Research. You're
Yeah.
going to analyze past campaigns, the demographics. You're going to look at the offer. Who is it appealing to? Is it geared toward someone with sophisticated market awareness, where they've seen a ton of different products, or is it something that they haven't even thought of that could be the perfect solution? Stuff like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the question I would want to know just a little bit more is if you're saying that a lot of people who see belt videos aren't necessarily translating into the free blueprint or taking the quiz. So a couple of things there. One, video viewers typically love to watch videos and they're going to see multiple videos before they make a decision. So a lot of people who've tried running the belt strategy will run like one video and they retarget people who watch 75% of that one video and looking for them to become a lead right away. Well, video views are going to be a lower CPM cost overall. We're looking to pre-qualify people. So if people are watching 3, 4, 5 videos, they're watching testimonials, they don't want to be retargeting all those people into my middle of funnel for my quiz or for my opt-in. Now, the biggest thing what I want to do is I want to do some research to figure out what's the biggest pain point that someone wants to opt in for. So, for example, jazz improvisation. Is there a pain point somebody want to learn? Do they want to learn fast? Is this part of a hobby? Do they want to dive down deeper in their hobby? Is this something that they get paid for? Are they not getting paid what they deserve if they don't know this type of strategy or how to do this kind of improvisation? It's a little bit differently if it's recreational, right? We got to hit on different pain points. If someone's just going to learn kind of recreationally. But what I'm really looking for is what is the market doing right now? What else is selling out there that people are interested in? And I also want to model that as well. So let me give you a perfect example. We have a client that we worked with a couple of years ago that essentially had this product that would you'd put a patch on your arm and nutrition would soak through your skin. There's a lot of science around this that says that when you take a regular multivitamin, that 90% of multivitamin you're going to urinate out. So you need some kind of time release mechanism. The idea is great, makes a lot of sense. Problem is once we did a bunch of market research after 6 months, we found a product over on Amazon that was very similar to the product that we were offering. Well, we were able to reverse engineer that product over on Amazon, and it's found we're only selling 10 to 30 units a month. That was the top selling type of product on Amazon for that type of product, 10 to 30. That means there wasn't really a huge market demand. So we want to make sure that there's a market demand for your niche. We want to make sure that there are the pain points that people are opting into. So the big question that I always like to ask people is when they're saying, hey, they're retargeting a bunch of their content, people are not taking action. I really want to taking a look at the offer. Are people clicking on the ads? Are they getting to the page? Once they're on their page, are they taking advantage of the offer? Is it time sensitive? Are there needs? Is it pushing and talking about the pain points as well too? And then the other question comes down to what's the cost for you? It's our last question on here. The cost is going to be higher. It's all going to depend on what industry that you're in. Cost is going to be higher over on YouTube than what it is over on Facebook. But ideally, you're going to get a better customer coming from YouTube. Usually it's not just somebody who's watching cat videos if you have your video and your ad properly pre-qualifying people. But yes, it is going to be a little bit more expensive on YouTube. But here's the thing though. I know a lot of people over on Facebook that get $3 and $4 leads, thousands of them. So they can raise their hand and say, I got $3 leads all day long, but they don't buy anything. Would you rather have $110 leads that buy from you all day long, or $50, $20 leads that buy from you all day long? Or would you rather have 1,000 leads for $2 where no one buys from you? So I'm not only always looking at lead cost, I'm looking at my lead cost, but how well are these people aligned with my marketing and my message? So you're going to pay a little bit more over on YouTube, but usually you're going to get a much better customer just by the way that it's designed and laid out. So Jason, I've covered all the most important questions here. I'm happy to answer any other questions that we have live. These are really some great questions. Again, Big Jason, thanks for helping out with this, putting them together, getting the questions together, helping stream the video. I'm learning a bunch from it. I hope you all are learning a bunch from it as well too. And again, just as a reminder, this is all coming towards our FYTE Club. So it's a brand new FYTE Club. So many of you know that I have something called the belt method, and that is a strategy that is ethical propaganda of how to market. You can use the belt method on any type of platform. We've really designed a lot of trainings around Facebook. Well, Facebook obviously is not the only game out there. So there's also YouTube, there's also TikTok, and there's everything else. So what we've decided to do is we have trainings for the belt method, for example. The belt method premium is a $5,000 training that we use to train live here in Austin, Texas. Well, a lot of people had asked us, well, Curt, we can't come to Austin, Texas. We want to get an online training program to learn really its advanced strategies of how to establish ethical propaganda and how to convert people. Well, we took that training, we created a training course that is the Belt Method Premium. We put that on a certain membership site. Well, then a lot of people asked us, well, Curt, we want to get started right away. What's the fastest way to get started with the Belt Method? We created something called the Belt Method Fast Track. Now, the Belt Method Fast Track gives you step-by-step exactly what to do to get started. It's going to give you a 350-page guide, a step-by-step checklist. It's going to give you 24 different videos for you to get started over on the Belt Method. Now, once you understand the Belt Method propaganda, you understand the step-by-step how-to. Now people start asking us questions, for example, like this. Well, Curt, my ads are running, but they're not working. Well, what specifically is not working? Is it the ad channel that's not working, the CPM cost? Is it the click-through rate that's not working? Is it your landing page is not working? Well, that's why we created the Advertiser Fix Finder. The Advertiser Fix Finder we put on another membership site, and essentially what you do is you type in your numbers for your specific funnel for the Advertiser Fix Finder, and it will tell you exactly what you need to work on next. Should you work on looking at another ad channel? Should you work on improving your ad creative? Should you work on improving your funnel? Well, what we've done is we've taken all of our trainings, including our YouTube training, and we spent a lot of time with Tom Breeze specifically talking about YouTube creatives. So if you want to go onto a different channel on YouTube, you want to know how to get better creatives, you can do that over on YouTube. Or if you are collecting leads, like we're talking about email marketing right now, we also have an email training on when you're collecting those leads, what types of emails should you be sending? What type of content should you be sending? How often should you be sending? Well, all of these programs were actually housed in 3 different types of membership sites. And if you've been with us for a while, well, you had to log into 3 different places to find your information. Well, a couple of months ago, the owners of Sam Park called us and said, hey, Curt, we love working with you guys. We want to help transfer all your programs over to Sam Park in one easy place. So what we've done is we've taken all of our trainings, all of our best trainings, we condensed them down to one membership site to give you the fastest, easiest access to all the best content that we have. But the biggest thing is what people really love us for is, yes, we got a lot of content, but a lot of content isn't really helpful unless you have some really good support. So what we've done is we've turned into the FYTE Club, where essentially we are holding support calls 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Turning this into a fight. That is Facebook, that is YouTube, that is TikTok, and that's everything else. I want to be talking about Facebook strategies on Monday. I'm going to give you the best tips, what's up to date on Monday, all about Facebook. On Tuesday, we are going to be talking about YouTube. We're going to start talking about what are some of the things that are coming up on YouTube, like you can no longer use similar audiences or keywords. What do you do next? And then, of course, we're going to be talking about TikTok on Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to be talking about everything else. That is where FYTE comes from. We want to talk about different advertising methods we want to talk about direct mail, Hulu. Sometimes even TV advertising can be 1/10 of the price of Facebook. So what we've done is we've combined all of our trainings. We put them into one spot. We've increased our overall live support to 4 times a week. And with a dedicated Facebook group, you can access this content 24 hours a day, access any of our help, all our support. It is all inside of FYTE Club. You can see right here, the belt.live/FYTE Club YT. That is FYTE Club YT. So this is FYTE Club. FYTE Club, we are opening doors right now. We just announced this yesterday. We're opening the doors for a limited amount of time between now and next Tuesday at midnight Central Standard Time. We're opening the doors, giving you a massive discount. It's actually well over, I think it's a $5,900 discount from what other people have paid in the past. Now, if you're someone who's brand new to us, this is one of the best ways to get involved with us, some of the best trainings that we have, and with all the live support. Now, if you have already been a member of the Belt Method family, if you've already picked up the Fast Track course, well, we are going to make you a special offer that is even cheaper than what I shouldn't say cheaper because that lessens the value of it. It is we even drop the price for you even lower than what the general public sees. So if you are already a current member with us inside of the Belt Method or Fast Track, in the next 24 hours, you're going to be getting an email from myself and from Nick making you a very special offer to get you inside of FYTE Club. So Big Jason, I have to run here in a couple of minutes. Happy to take any other questions. I got to go little baby girl. I know we're getting more and more people who are jumping inside of FYTE Club. I love to see people here. You're usually not supposed to talk about FYTE Club. We are going to talk about FYTE Club all day long. We're going to fight for your profits, fight for your revenue. I don't know. I'll make up some kind of saying there too. But if you want to join FYTE Club right now, you're going to save over $5,900 in our overall package just to get inside that one membership program that gives you access to everything and our live support. You can either join for the year or join month to month. We're 100% confident on our trainings and our support. So we have a 30-day money satisfaction guarantee, money back guarantee. For any reason you're unhappy at any time, let us know. We'll give you a full refund. Our refund rate over the last 15 years is less than 4%, meaning that most people love our trainings, and we know that you absolutely will too. So you have nothing to lose to go ahead and check us out. Go to thebelt.live/FYTE CLUBYT. And other than that, Big Jason, do we have any other questions or any other way that I can help people out here? Again, thanks for hosting this. Thanks for being here. Thanks for helping set this up. You've been absolutely amazing during this process.
You just answered Nicholas's question. He asked about the guarantee, so you covered that.
Yep, 30-day money back guarantee. Absolutely. And I got to figure out what is going on with my camera here. Either somebody is watching a whole bunch of other YouTube channels or something like that, but got to figure out my interwebs here just a little bit more.
Yeah, so I think
I
think we're good. So if you have any follow-up questions,
right.
they can I'll get them to you if they ask on the replay.
Absolutely. Let me know if there's any other. Let me know if there. Well, Nicholas found an unfinished sentence on our sales page. Sometimes that happens. We are going to get it figured out right away. Thank you very much for that. Yes, we absolutely have a satisfaction guarantee. We always do at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we love to be able to make money, but number one is we want to be able to help you. That's the main thing. If we can help you, we want to be able to make more money ethically. So we always want to make sure that people have a satisfaction guarantee. And again, we always under promise, over deliver. We have for many, many years. That's why our refund rate is absolutely so low. I mean, Big Jason's been doing this for a while. There are a lot of people out there that say, if you are not getting 20 to 25% of your people refunding, you're not pushing hard enough. And Nick and I have never adopted that philosophy. We want to do a good job up front, right away. We want to make you happy. We want to help you make money. And from there, we want to continue to build a relationship with you. We don't want to shove a bunch of stuff down your throat that you're not going to use. We want to make sure that you're using the content, you're seeing results, and you and I are there together. We're with you together along the journey. So again, thank you all for your time very much. Jason, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, yeah, those are people that are over-promising, under-delivering. And ever since I've known you, you guys are always over-deliver.
Absolutely. It's kind of the way that we were raised. Very important. All right, everybody. I appreciate your time. I actually have another presentation I'm going to run to show people the top 5 tools to be using before they start any ad campaign. I'm going to jump on into that. And then, Jason, I appreciate your time, and I will see you all on the other side. I think next we're talking about TikTok. I can't wait to see you on that video.
Stick around for a second, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, everybody.
Again, thebelt.live/FYTE CLUBYT. Check it out.